Welcome to Sports News. Super Eagles forward Pt.4 has completed a move from Dutch second division team Venlo to Belgium side Lies SK. Now, the ex-Enugu Rangers forward mutually terminated his deal with Venlo last week in order to complete the move to Belgium as a free player. Last season, he endured a woeful loan spell at top Dutch team Heerenveen due to injuries and a poor form. Despite this poor club record, he made Nigeria's team to the World Cup and boasts a healthy record of scoring 3 goals in 7 international games for Nigeria. Diego Costa grabbed his first Premier League hat-trick to lead Chelsea to a come-from-behind 4-2 win over Swansea City. The £32 million man led the fight back for Jose Mourinho's men with goals on 45, 56 and 67 minutes after John Terry had put through his own goal early in the first half. Debutant Loic Remy, the French international, scored Chelsea's fourth to put Gloss on the scoreline before Jonjo Shelvey scored what turned out to be a consolation for the Swans.
Fabregas again. Costa! Hanging onto the ropes here. Eden Hazard. Ramirez. Diego Costa! Eden Hazard. What's in his mind here? Oscar.
Cast off their countless countries and shake hands in the colours of their clubs.
Today's lunchtime kick-off, Arsenal and Manchester City drew 2-2 at the Emirates. Goals from Jack Wilshere and Alexis Sanchez cancelled out a Sergio Aguero strike to give Arsenal a 2-1 lead. But Martin Demichelis, the Argentine, scored a late header to ensure that City got a share of the spoils. In other games, Crystal Palace and Burnley drew goalless. Southampton thumped Newcastle 4-0. Leicester beat Stoke City 1-0 at the Britannia. Sunderland and Tottenham battled to a 2-2 draw. Everton beat West Brom at the Hawthorns, while Aston Villa stunned Liverpool 1-0 at Anfield. And now to some boxing news. Well, Argentine boxer Marcos Maidana will be hoping to make undefeated welterweight champion Floyd Mayweather Jr. regret giving him a second chance when the fighters meet in their bout. For only the second time in his brilliant 18-year career, Mayweather Jr. will face an opponent he has met before. The American, who rarely hands anyone a rematch, will put his record and world title belts on the line in Las Vegas. Well, that's in the sports news. The news at 10 continues shortly.
And on the foreign scene, the Ukrainian government troops say they have repelled an attack by pro-Russian rebels on Donetsk airport. Earlier in the day, gunfire was heard from the area controlled by government forces in spite of rebel victories in the east and the rest of the eastern city. The fresh violence is said to be a big challenge to a fragile ceasefire agreed on September the 5th. Thousands of supporters on both sides in the Scottish referendum debate have taken to the streets on the final weekend before the vote. The pro-independence Yes Scotland campaign said Saturday will be the biggest day of national campaigning Scotland has ever seen. The Better Together campaign is also organising 1,000 events all across Scotland. The campaigning follows interventions in the debate by businesses, raising concern about independence, which Yes campaigners claimed was orchestrated by the UK government. The US Secretary of State John Kerry says that Egypt has a key role to play in countering Islamic State militants in Iraq and Syria. Mr. Kerry believes that the Egyptians could publicly renounce IS ideology, reaffirming U.S. support for Egypt's battle against militants. Mr. Kerry is on the last leg of his Middle East tour as he tries to form a broad coalition to tackle IS militants. He's already enlisted the support of 10 Arab states thus far, but he's ruled out Iran joining the U.S.-led coalition. And the main news again. The president has assured Nigerian soldiers that the federal government remains committed to their welfare. The Nigerian army said that it has repelled an attack on Kondoga town by members of the Boko Haram sect. Conservative figures have puts the number of dead at the Synagogue Church of All Nations at 17, with over 100 rescued alive. And the Ukraine government said its forces have repelled a rebel attack on Donetsk airport. And that's it on the news at 10 tonight. Thank you so much for watching. I am Olumide Macaulay from all of us here. Do have a good night.